Hello everybody and welcome to Matt Reviews, where today we're going to be talking about Transformers Legacy, Point Blank, and Peacemaker. But mostly Point Blank. And this figure is quite good, you know? The only reason why I got this guy is because I saw it was a unique design, because I was surprised. I knew nothing about this guy. Like, most Transformers, I can at least recognize, unless they're, like, fully original. And then I'm like, oh, well, now I know it. But this guy was around in G1, and I didn't know him at all. And it was just like, what? Who is this guy? I did not recognize him. But after doing a little bit of research, he seems like a kind of chill guy. Like, he kind of gives me movie, like, Thanos vibes, minus the insane part where he, like, wants to wipe out half the universe. Like, just that end part of his goal where he wants to sit down and, like, just be a farmer and, like, just chill. Like, that's basically this guy. He's like, yeah, I can fight, and I will, if I must, but I'd prefer just to freaking sit down and have a nice cold glass of Energon. And just chill and, I don't know, on a farm. And, you know, I can respect that. And, yeah, and then there's Peacemaker, who's, like, his buddy who gives him support, as well, like, both emotionally and also literal support, because he is a target master and can transform into his gun. And it's a weird gun, but hey, that's what most target masters are. Also, before I forget, let's do a good old-fashioned box review. And there he is. There's his real vehicle mode, Autobot, Point Blank, and Autobot, Peacemaker. You know, I think it's funny that it specifies that, because, like, imagine if Peacemaker, like, I don't know, like, his gun wasn't a, it was still a target master, but it, like, wasn't an Autobot. Excuse me. And he's just, like, forcing him to be his gun. But, yeah. And on this side, you got Legacy. On this side, you got 17 steps. 2 steps. That's more than 1. Yay! And then, yeah. On this side, you got Point Blank, and I assume that says Point Blank in Cybertronian, which is kind of a weird name to have, you know, now that I think about it. Blah, blah, words and things made in Vietnam. Yeah. Transformers more than meets the eye. And that's it. Whoosh. And yeah, you know, I think it's a little bit weird to have his name be Point Blank. Like, it's a fine Transformers name. It's just like, that would kind of imply he kind of sucks, which he doesn't. like he's actually quite good at fighting. But yeah. Anyway, so to transform his gun, you take it and fold that up, and then fold that up. And that, by the way, is all the articulation that this figure has. There's no other articulation except for the transformation joint. So I guess if you want Peacemaker to sit down, I guess you'd have to also flip out the gun. There, he's chilling, but you can't even really have him sit down normally unless you perfectly balance him. Hold on. Yeah, okay. I probably could do it if I don't want to hold you guys hostage. Anyway, so yeah, it's a fun little guy. Good looking design. He's a little bit of a chonker. And yeah, now let's get to Point Blank, who has a very unique design. Like, I could see, like, when I saw this guy for the first time, I thought, oh, is this like Blur from some, like, is this a design for Blur from, like, Armada or something like that? I was like, I don't remember him being in Armada, at least looking like that. But genuinely, I don't remember him being in Armada. If he was, I don't remember it. But yeah. But no, this is just a different character. Although, if you told me this was Blur and I didn't know better, I'd believe you. It's a Blur-looking design. It even has the kind of head fin. Oh, yeah. Also, this guy has the worst backpack of all time. Like, oh my goodness. How can you even deal with a figure with so much backpack? Yeah. Oh, also, you can store him, like, that. So, if you want him to have a backpack, he can. Also, he has a peg right here that I don't know what it's for. I kind of assume it's for, like, a different target master, where it, like, might plug into a specific spot. But as far on him, like, I guess if he runs out of ammunition, he can bonk. Whack, whack, whack. But, yeah, I don't know why that's there. But, oh well. Now, articulation on this guy is kind of unique. So you got full 360, you got out on this hinge, and then out on this hinge. Then you have slightly under 90 degrees of bend due to that big chunk. Nothing at the bicep, although you do have a forearm bend, or rotation, so you can kind of adjust things to look normal, although not the same. Nothing at the wrist. You got waist swivel. Head is on a ball joint that is rather stiff, but not too bad. And then you got forward that far, back that far, out that far, and over 90 degrees of bend at the leg, or at the knee, thigh swivel, and ankle tilt. And then, I suppose, down at the toe due to transformation. And so, yeah, overall, some decent articulation. And, you know what, here, you can be here too for this. Because now it's time for size comparisons. Here he is with my previous review, Transformers Earthrise Jawbreaker. Here he is with the good old prime unit of measurement. And here he is with, sorry for the shaky cam, I'm holding it up a little bit just so that you can see it in frame, Batman. And yeah. Oh, and just so that Peacemaker doesn't feel left out, yeah. Here he is with Quakes, Target Masters. And, you know, slightly different designs. I mean, they're the exact same height, but he has 2 steps instead of his 1 step, so he must be better. Haha. But, yeah. And, yeah, so now let's get to transformation, because it is quite unique and fun because of that. So, come on to the back. Take all this, bring this down, flip in the head, flip that all up, like so. Then take the arms and do this, rotate it inward, then out, then up, then back, then up, then in, and then that all pegs in. And that's really fun to do. I'll show it from a different angle for this one. So rotate that up, then back, then, hold on, I gotta remember how to do it on this side. Then, it's actually easier for me to do it this way. Yeah, fold it upwards like this, then fold that up, then that up, then there's a slot that will go right in there. Or there's a tab that will go right into that slot. See, tab, slot. And then bring that all up and lock that in. And that's really, that's interesting. I hadn't seen one that did that before, at least recently, that I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah, it's a fairly unique thing. So then take this, rotate that around. Come on, flip that over. Take these bits, flip them around and in like that. Then lift all this, and this part really doesn't want to stay up. It like only wants to go up that far, but you can push it farther, and that's what you're supposed to do. I just don't like doing it because it doesn't feel like it should. But you do need to get the clearance, so do it. So take this, make sure the ankle is flush, then flip that over, and then that'll just swoop in like that. Then take the toe, bring that down, and lock that in like that. Same thing on this side. Bring that in. And, oh gosh. Oops, this popped off. That will sometimes happen if you don't have everything lined up just right. Bring that in. Come on, stop fighting me. And lock that in. Then bring that down. And you are done. And that is a pretty interesting future car mode. That, I don't know what it looks like, but, you know, I'd probably buy it if I had the money. Then you can take this guy, flip it into its gun mode, and then he has 2 little notches right there. And that'll plug on right there. And so now he can shoot while in car mode. And, yeah, it's pretty cool. And, yeah, I don't have much to say about this guy. I mean, I knew nothing about him until I got this figure. And what I did learn about him, I learned literally today. Which doesn't tend to happen for me with Transformers figures. Like, most of the time I know at least something. Or at least very well recognize him. But, yeah, so, I guess, learn something new every day. Anyway, that's about it. So, thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below what characters I should review next, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And follow me on YouTube and TikTok. Bye!